Well, Your Beatitude, Your Excellency, dear friends from all over the country, it's wonderful to be here with you. When the choir sang that hymn, I was transported in spirit back to Kerala, where I've been several times. And what I want to do in the few minutes I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to let you into a secret of another kind of travel. And that is how to travel back in time 2,000 years. And it's very simple. You need to learn the Our Father, who art in heaven, in Syriac, Abun Bashmaya. And if you do, then you can, in your mind, travel back 2,000 years, and you could say it in company with St. Thomas. And he would understand pretty well what you're saying, and you would understand him when he prayed the Lord's Prayer. So this is the great merit of Syriac, that it will, the liturgical language of the Syro Malabar Church, it's preserved this wonderful language, the dialect of Aramaic spoken by our Lord, and this language was the one in which Christianity spread east. Now, one usually thinks that Christianity only spread west to Europe in Greek and Latin, but it was far more important that it spread eastwards, and it chose to use as its language Syriac. And it spread right across Asia, and by the time of the Arab invasions and the presence of Islam, there was a Syriac Christian presence in China. So Syriac is a very important language for the history of Christianity in Asia. And this is another important thing to remember, that in the West, most people forget about Asian Christian, indigenous Asian Christian tradition, which is your tradition and mine by thanks to my study of Syriac. And all that people remember in the West is usually the Latin and Greek tradition. That's to say the Orthodox Greek, Russian, and the Latin, the Catholic, and the Reformed traditions. Now, if you think of Christianity as a surface, a flat surface, and you want to sit on that as a chair, if you just have two legs, Latin West and Greek East, you'll find it very tippery, and you might fall off it. Whereas if you have three legs, that surface will be steady, and you can sit perfectly safe upon it. So it seems to me that it's very important for people of the Syriac tradition, which is all of you, to be very proud of this tradition, because it's you who make the third leg of the stool, which is the Christian tradition today. Now, of course, in your liturgy, the liturgy was originally in Syriac. You probably hear it mainly in English, though the priest may well say some of the most important prayers in Syriac. So every time you go to church, you will hear, even if it's only the English part, you must remember that underneath this, the actual original text is in Syriac. And this will take you back, like the Lord's Prayer, 2,000 or so years. So that is why Syriac is such an important feature in all of your tradition. So I do encourage you all at least to learn the Lord's Prayer in Syriac. It's very short. I'm very bad at learning things by heart, but I have learned how to say that at least. So may I encourage you to do so and take great pride in Syriac. Thank you very much.
A big clap. there an open shell? Please open it. Let's see what is inside the present box. Oh, it's wonderful. Let's